is that since we last gathered here, the residents of Camp Ashraf have been liberated. Make no mistake about it, their liberation was a victory over the Islamic Republic of Iran. So that's another reason why I think the sun is shining on this movement today. The final reason I want to cite is that there was an election here in the United States, and elections have consequences, and I must be very upfront. For those who don't know, I supported Secretary Clinton's candidacy. But I will tell you, when it comes to Iran, that the change from the Obama administration to the Trump administration is, I think, a hopeful one. Now we go to a new administration, not protective or defensive of the Iran nuclear agreement, but ready to challenge it, and I hope ready to challenge Iran on its domestic policies as well, on its expansionism and on its support of terrorism. Together, we're engaged now in a historic struggle to liberate the people of Iran, a great nation with a proud history and culture, from the evil regime that is holding those people, that history, and that culture hostage. Iran, under Rouhani, continues to directly support and carry out, as Madam Rajavi said so powerfully a few moments ago, what I would call genocide in Syria. It continues to violate the sovereignty of the neighboring countries of the region. Iran under Rouhani continues to fund and train violent extremist terrorists in the Middle East and beyond. Iran under Rouhani continues to punish and imprison Iranians who speak their minds against the regime or just with independent ideas. As you well know, unprecedented numbers of citizens of Iran have been executed under this allegedly moderate regime. Those who have negotiated with the regime and trusted its representatives, those who work with them, I believe, have deceived themselves and in the process endangered the rest of us, including particularly the people of Iran. Their hopes blind their eyes to the truth. Nothing has changed in Iran under Khamenei and Rouhani. In fact, there is a good argument to be made that things have gotten worse. Congress has been the bulwark, the foundation, on a truly bipartisan basis of support for freedom in Iran and a change of regime in Iran. And just in recent days, weeks, but even days, Congress returned to the bipartisan ground on Iran policy and extended the Iran Sanctions Act with overwhelming bipartisan support. I think that's a very hopeful sign and gives us open territory and responsive ears as we make our case for more sanctions, for support for a tough administration policy against the Islamic Republic of Iran, and for support of ultimately a change of regime. So I say to you that a new day has dawned, and for the reasons I've cited, the work that you've done for a long time has brought us to a point where we can have some hope. You have a very strong movement under a remarkably gifted, thoughtful leader, Ms. Rajavi. Her leadership, the proof of this is the extent to which her leadership has sustained this movement through very difficult times, and it remains strong and resilient. History is on your side and our side, and she presents a face to the world a religious woman, a woman of Islamic faith, who is open, who is progressive, who is tolerant, who wants Iran to return to its place in the community of civilized nations. And so, too, I predict to you today that the evil empire that now rules the good people of Iran will also collapse, and it will happen in our time. Iran will once again be free. Thank you very, very much.